Oh, hi there, everybody. Welcome back to another stream. Once again, we are doing an editing stream, so it's a bit earlier than usual, mainly because I have to go for vaccination later on. So your dumb, yours truly, basically decided to put in what is it called again? Vaccination date without realizing that he has to go for it, and I had to reschedule it. And then when I rescheduled this, I was like, shit, am I doing a stream anyway? So yeah, that's a bit awkward. But all I can say is that the vaccination is at 11:30 Singapore timing. So I have basically about 2.5 hours to get this thing done. And ideally, I should be getting this whole entire podcast done within that time frame itself. So it will be a bit tight for me to complete this, but I'm setting myself this arbitrary deadline so we can get for our vaccination and then come back. I'm not doing any more streams for today, but I will be doing some more work because I have to get a client work out, and it will be pretty stressful because I need to get that done as soon as possible. Other than that, thank you so much for joining in. I believe we have a couple more photos since yesterday's stream. So thank you so much for Prism, and as well thank you so much Valky for following me. We are one more follower to 50 followers. So hopefully we are able to achieve this during this stream. Hopefully. Uh, Thank you so much for all the follows so far, and thank you so much for supporting this channel. All little support, big or small, really does help the channel a lot. And we are trying to push for affiliates so we can do more things with the viewers right now. I actually have some sort of ideas on what to do um, for the channel points and all of that. So if you have any suggestions on what to channel points wise, you want to redeem whatever, let me know so we can kind of go through with this. Other than that, today will be just before we start out today's session, we do have a little bit of announcement. We are having a little bit of a break from 13th to 21st of December, mainly because I will be having a little break, and my girlfriend is actually coming from overseas. So I think it's the best time for me to kind of just have a little bit of a break, without too much distractions from just doing Twitch or gaming, doing work. So it's a well-deserved break for not just for myself, but as well as spending time with not just friends, family, and as well as my loved one as well. So I'm very thankful that this break is coming in, but unfortunately I will not be doing any sort of content. Very unlikely unless I'm doing a surprise stream here and there. But I don't think so. But this is the break that I will be having, and yeah, I will see you after that. Other than that, just want to say that I do have a Discord server for anybody who is interested in joining in. This Discord is basically for people who wants to join in the community of followers of mine in the Discord server itself. Other than that, we do have um, people just talking around and just having fun together in the small space of this Discord server. And sometimes, like, if I do play games and I do want to communicate with you guys directly, this is the best platform for you to be in. Other than that, this is where I show in my some of the stuff I'm doing, as well as some announcements here and there, so you guys can join in to get the latest updates, because sometimes I do forget showing some updates here and there through the Twitch streams, and this is the best platform for me to basically share out the news and all of that. So if you want to join in, feel free to join in. Otherwise, no obligations. Thank you so much for coming in, by the way. And that, let's talk about today. We will be talking about our podcast in question, which is the Lim Gobi podcast. So, Lim Gobi podcast is a podcast that I myself created back in 2020. Currently, we are in our third ever season of the Lim Gobi podcast. So, I'm very thankful that we have made it this far. In this podcast itself, we are editing a very special episode where we shot in Sabah, Kota Kinabalu, and we have our current guest co-host. Her name is Debbie, and we're just finishing up. the podcast itself. So we're pretty much almost done with it. And in this podcast itself, we're talking about procrastination. So essentially, this podcast is talking about social issues, random topics, just coffee shop conversations. So honestly, if you are not from Singapore, the best way to understand the best way to kind of understand this podcast itself is that we're having conversations over coffee. Yeah, so essentially this is the whole podcast idea itself. So yeah, let's just head down to today's episode. Right, let's switch over. Okay, so previously in our podcast edit, we have already kind of got quite a good amount of stuff in already. Essentially, um, for this podcast edit session, our objective is to basically complete putting all the graphics and whatever that is needed in terms of what's it called again? All the other necessarily editor's notes here and there. So basically get it out done and we're basically done. For example, like in this place where we have an editor's note that says that um how many times Scott Howe has drank coffee on the show. And I actually went back and saw the other Kopi Talk sessions in the whole podcast so far, and I realized that I didn't drink any coffee. So the heck, why did I not even drink any coffee when I was in the podcast itself? And it's just so hilarious. It's so hilarious that I created this Kopi podcast, and it's about yeah, just drinking coffee and all that, but I'm not drinking coffee. Okay, let's just get back to today's episode edit. So I'm kind of digressing already, so let's just quickly get it done. Okay, I'll be switching over to After Effects because that's where I usually edit all my graphic stuff and all that, so it's easy to explain to you what I'm doing exactly. Okay, let's switch over to After Effects. Here you go. And this is about. Oh, so I didn't drink any coffee. Okay. So yeah, I think this is a very good statement. I don't think that requires much explanation. But I had to really look back at all the other episodes to confirm this fact. And I feel very ashamed, honestly, that this is my very first time drinking coffee on the show. Yeah, sometimes that just happens. And yes, if you saw my real name, I'm not doxing myself. I am perfectly fine if anybody wants to address me by my real name. Nothing wrong with it, to be honest. Totally fine. Okay, let's kind of render this out real quick. Okay. RGB alpha. Number of times drinking coffee. We go lower thirds, editors note. just like organizing all my files now. And if you're joining in, feel free to say hi. Do let me know what's your favorite drink. Like if you're a guest, what kind of favorite drink will you bring to the show? Okay, let's head back to Premiere Pro. I do not like donuts. Lower turrets. Eh, where is it? Shit. Just realized that I accidentally deleted some stuff. I. Okay, never mind. We will figure that out next time. But I've accidentally deleted some files here and there on my side. But it's not a big issue because it's not affecting the current episode. But in the previous episode, yes. I highly doubt I'll be working on a remaster of any of the old episodes. But probably the first few episodes, yes, that might be a remaster. Because I'm not happy with the episode itself. Okay, got it here. So animation, this is here. Let's put it up here. Number of times that I've drank coffee.
Do a quick check whether it's really just
Okay, disclaimer.
yeah, disclaimer. So
Disclaimer.
I'll probably put an editor's note there.
Yes.
Quick check whether it's really just
Okay, disclaimer.
yeah, disclaimer. So
Disclaimer.
I'll probably put an editor's note there.
Yes. Okay.
So for today,
Okay, so we can continue listening to the podcast.
That
yes.
kind of good. But
I do have an interesting story about how I dealt with homework when I was in primary school. Okay, maybe not primary school, secondary school.
secondary school,
Because
yeah.
secondary school is as long as you do a story about how I dealt with homework when I was in primary school. Okay, maybe not primary school, secondary school.
Secondary school,
Because
yeah.
secondary school is my last phase of my educational background, and in terms of studying wise.
Okay.
Because when I go into diploma, there's very little studying to do.
Well, for your course, maybe.
Yeah. So let me just say that I came from a neighborhood school. So I think expectations wise is not too.
Okay, so we can name this section as how dealt with homework. I think that's not too bad for title. Okay, let's go over to After Effects. That looks like a good size. So yeah, today I'll be pretty busy with work. Hopefully I'm able to rush all my work done. Okay, done. So let's just export this out quickly. Animation. RPG, RPG, RGB. I have to make sure that I'm saving the correct space. All done. Let's get back to Premiere Pro. So we can insert the. Oh wait, this is the under lower thirds. So title overhead. How dealt with homework. That's the file here.
Too bad like as long as you do your homework, I think you do well. Nobody's gonna care too much about you. If you do even better than usual, that's even better.
Yeah.
That's bonus
Props for
points
you.
right there.
Mm-hmm.
So just do your homework, meet the criteria, you should be fine.
Yeah.
But the problem is that I was in the A class, so the expectations is a bit more higher.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to doing homework, I'm one of the black sheeps.
Black sheep, as in like what?
Sometimes like I would fail to complete homework. Sometimes like my homework feels rushed, and I think the teachers can kind of tell.
Last minute work. Work in the
Yes.
morning kind of thing.
So it's like multiple choice, right? I anyhow tikam everything.
Worse.
Because I wouldn't really care if it works, it works. So because at the end of the day, right, I only procrastinate in like revisions and
What?
wise.
Hmm.
But in terms of like exams, I mean that's a whole different story to talk about itself.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. But when I was dealing with my homework and everything, I would always leave the homework to the day itself when I have to hand in the homework.
Wait, you don't have like the teacher will assign you the homework today, then you have to pass up tomorrow kind?
Yeah, there are work that is like this.
Mm-hmm.
So the problem about me is that I procrastinate a lot.
So you like do your homework in the morning kind.
Yes. So it's like whenever I go back home, I'm just playing games.
Huh.
Or I'll be like hanging around in the school, playing with friends,
Mm-hmm.
and just procrastinating, not doing much, honestly.
Please, any people who are still schooling, please do not learn from me. I'm a terrible role model when it comes to doing work and stuff like that because I procrastinate the heck of myself.
Is that why you're more of a gamer than a nerd? Yes, I think that's the answer. Oof.
This is called the guilty face.
Mm.
So speaking about homework is that like Debbie mentioned, or at least like I mentioned, is that I would always finish my homework in the morning. And that's really bad. And sometimes like there is a recess in between.
Mm-hmm.
So I will use the recess to do all my homework as
Oh,
well.
lucky you. You pass up your homework before recess.
Yeah.
Well,
So I had to like kind of schedule which is of the priority
schedule.
list. So let's say
Schedule homework during recess. Wow.
so for example, like if English, Maths, and Chinese needs to be done before recess, I will use the
Morning study time.
the morning study time or the breakfast time.
Oh my goodness.
So I will purposely go to school early just to do my homework.
Why
to
don't you just
finish
finish
up
it?
everything.
What's the difference between doing it at home and doing it at school then?
Now, that's the thing about procrastination. The thought of like, oh shit, I'm gonna get punished is a strong factor.
Of you to motivate you to complete your work. Okay.
Well, if I can't complete it, usually there's an extension here and there, but the teachers be like, Got cow, why did I finish? Smack you.
Smack you. Wow.
Yeah, so then it's like recess wise, I would also finish up whatever that is lessons after recess.
Mm.
So usually I will have my lunch really sorry, not say lunch, brunch. Because I might just skip lunch sometimes.
Okay.
Or but I end up eating lunch anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So that's for brunch. Sorry, recess.
Song.
And then for lunch, right, I will still do homework as well. Therefore, any extra lessons that requires after that. So it's like every time I have a break, I'm always doing work.
So it looks like you're hardworking in school, but actually you're just rushing to finish your homework.
Yes, supposed to be done at home.
False perception of hardworkingness.
And then the cycle just keeps continues
Wow.
until I finish my national examinations, and then I'm out of school.
I mean, everyone have that kind of like. I think I went through that period also of like trying to finish my work in school instead of doing it at home. One is like, yeah, like you said, I just like don't have that pressure of, oh, the teacher's gonna check it. I need to finish it quickly, and then yeah, I need to finish my work first before I can do other leisure stuff. And the pressure bites into it of like you're scared of being punished, or you're scared that you're the only one that didn't finish the work kind of thing. And but I don't think I've done work every recess in school for once. No, I'm not that kind of person, unfortunately. Yeah, but I do have like occasional episodes of like rushing my homework at school.
So it sounds like you're the more of a good girl than I am a
yes,
good
of
boy.
course, I am a good girl in school.
Your Asian mom will be approving this episode.
Thanks, mom.
I'm sorry, mom.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to a quick
Okay, so from here onwards, we're talking about break already. So we are going into the new title over here from there. We're very near to the end already, basically. So once we're done with the entire of this, we're basically ending this entire podcast edit. Okay.
Let's go to a quick copy break.
Yes, recess time.
Recess time. No, we're not editing this episode.
No.
I had to apologize
Oh,
because I
gosh.
edited that last episode so long.
Help.
I had to just say this. The episode was recorded on May. It was
Now
released-
only you released it.
it was
Help.
on October.
So that's Scott House procrastination. Please help. Send help, everybody. Send
Then
help.
help.
Send help, please.
Send help. But to be fair, you were busy with work as well.
Inverted commas.
Okay.
To be fair.
Send
to be
help,
fair.
everybody. Send help. He needs help. He needs help with his procrastination. Yeah. Okay.
Let's not procrastinate on this and let's go for copy break. See ya, guys.
Okay, so this is the part one that is done. I do like all these breaks in between. So it gives it more like a human touch to it.
Procrastination. Yeah. Okay.
Let's not procrastinate on this and let's go for copy break. See ya, guys. Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Wait, there was a...
Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Okay, that's just me. I thought I heard something.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. From our procrastination break.
What have we been doing? Nothing.
No, nothing.
Exactly nothing.
Exactly nothing. Okay, maybe we just went to the toilet.
Yeah.
That's all, probably.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I think we were just like talking off cam a little bit about how procrastination can be quite bad in
Mm-hmm.
terms of like the negative effects, which is what we are going to talk about it today.
Yeah.
So it's like as a teacher, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you have seen kids who are not able to complete their homework on time. How, as a teacher, do you encourage them
Not to say they.
today?
So that's about
Yeah.
So it's like as a teacher, right? In
Mhm.
terms of like the negative effects, which is what we are going to talk about it today.
Yeah.
So it's like as a teacher, right?
Mm-hmm.
okay. So from here, we can probably just cut into the new topic. Hate.
Today.
Yeah.
So it's like as a teacher, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you have seen kids who are not able to complete their homework on time. How, as a teacher, do you encourage them?
Not to say they couldn't complete their work on time. They just take a very.
Okay, so I don't know how we're gonna put this as a topic title hate. But I think we can probably just go with how Debbie as a teacher, no, how a teacher encourages kids from procrastinating. Probably around those words. A bit too long, I feel, but how a teacher encourages kids from procrastination. It's a bit long, but how a, how does a teacher yeah sentence wise that makes sense, but it's a pretty long sentence, so encouraging kids from procrastination. Hmm. I think the teacher needs is important, I feel. Okay, so let's just go with this then. I think this is the longest, this is the shortest I can go with without compromising the meaning of it. Okay, let's go with this. It's pretty cold in Singapore as well. I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but for now I'm comfortable with this. Okay, looks good to me. Okay, all good, all good. Let's export this. Export. While there's export, let's go back to Macro. All good. Where's the new one?
Their sweet long time to finish their work when actually do their work like very, 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 very slow and to the point that you feel like crushing them kind of slow because this task right could actually be finished in like 5-10 minutes, but they take their sweet time to like do it for 20-30 minutes, so basically until the lessons finish.
Aiyo.
Yes. So what I would do is that because there are a few kids that needs taking care of, and I will tell this kid like, okay, you have to be able to finish until like this part, or like finish the top bit, or like finish the writing bit, and then I'll come back to you and see where you've progressed. So sometimes that does help because that gives them like, oh, the teacher is coming back. I need to finish it before she gonna scold me. Because
Faster, teacher coming.
yes, because I do actually like be stern with them if they don't finish it like quickly. Because it's really an easy task and I really don't understand why they want to like do it for so long just sitting there, and then they can't do anything else, so people is already other kids are like already like running around kind of thing. And yeah, so that is one. And I think another thing is that kids do work differently as well. Like some kids, they really love to just like, oh, I want to be the first one to finish, so they just like, oh, do their work and they just pass up, oh yay, I'm the number one. Some kids do like that competition. So there are kids that are like that, and the other extreme is that they will just like take their sweet time, daydream, think about life, and then just finish their work.
What
Yeah.
kind of life
It's
can they
it's
think about?
I don't know. It's not like they don't know how to do, sometimes. It's just they're just putting off doing it quickly, I think. I don't know. Like yeah. But yeah, kids work differently.
So like, what kind of things that the kids think about?
You never know. Yeah, how you never know that their thoughts would make them become scientists or whatever it is. But I don't know. Think about life. Think about their imaginations, or they think about things, interesting stuff that happened like days ago, weeks ago. I don't know. They must be thinking about things.
Just trying to brain like what kind of things they can think.
Well, what do you think when you are young? Think about playing
No, I'm just like
blank.
probably blank.
Oops. Okay. Anyway,
Yes.
but yeah, like some kids like to think a lot. Some kids just like daydream a lot. And you can't blame them, they're kids. And you can't blame. That's how the nature of people. Like sometimes you prolong things, sometimes you're efficient. And some people are efficient, some people aren't. But as long as he gets the job done, I guess it shouldn't be a huge problem. Mm-hmm.
As long they do their homework, they do their assignments properly,
Yeah.
teacher Debbie will be happy.
Yes, correct. I will be very happy if they try their best to finish their work.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think you're a great teacher. You just do your best, and
Aw.
they do their best can really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But speaking of trying to prevent them from procrastinating to what they're doing, which is their homework,
Mm-hmm.
as a teacher, or at least as a personal, your own like whatever you're doing, are there like ways that you have tried to prevent from procrastinating? Not try to procrastinate, try to prevent procrastinating.
I've tried.
Okay, so probably that one, yeah, different topic.
Yeah.
Do your best, and
Aw.
you just But speaking of trying to prevent them, from procrastinating to what they're doing, which is their homework,
Mm-hmm.
as a teacher, or at least as a person, know your own like whatever you're doing, are there like ways that you have tried to prevent from procrastinating? Not try to procrastinate, try to prevent procrastinating.
I've tried. Well, I'm a very simple person. I used to like to have to-do list. I mean, I
think for this, let's go to After Effects. For this, we can probably put in um please try prevent procrastination. Yeah, that works. Okay, that's the curve for this. Okay. Okay, so this will be um this one. So ways we tried to prevent procrastination. So let's just enter this out. Let's hit back to Premiere Pro.
still
Oh shit, it's not in alpha. Help. Export this once again. Hey, so one of my freelance clients is looking for me already at this timing. Fantastic.
Do to do lists. Not gonna
Eh? Why is it not in? Okay, wait. Let me just double check real quick. That's weird. Okay. Let me try to re-export this instead. Hopefully it works better. It's a bit odd. Let's try. Okay, it works.
lie. Um, one is that because I have very bad memory recently, very recently, like I tend to forget. Still do to-do lists. Not gonna lie. Um, one is that because I have very bad memory recently, very recently, like I tend to forget like what I have to do. So I always have this list of like, oh, I have to get this and this done. Maybe I have to like write up a report, or I have to like think about, oh, the lesson planning materials and all that. So having a to-do list, sometimes it's good, but for like to-do list for like life stuff, it's just like it's basically a useless list of paper because it's always just sitting there waiting for it to be done, but it never gets done, kind of. So it
Mhm.
for to me, to-do list is a bit of a hit and miss. Sometimes I do like having a to-do list. Sometimes I just feel like to-do list is just like it's not really helping me to get anything done in terms of like, yeah, housework, admin, life admin work. I don't know.
But that is for your own personal stuff. How about
Yeah,
for work wise?
work wise to-do list would really help me a lot in like keeping things in check, and like, yeah, if especially when it's like nearing the end of the month, we have to like finalize things before we move on to the next month, kind of. So yeah, having a to-do list does help me in my work, but not for my life.
I think
Mm.
speaking about to do list,
Mm.
it especially helps me a lot when I'm doing editing
Mm-hmm.
because at least like it helps me to understand what am I left with,
Yeah.
and when things gets overwhelmed, especially as when I'm like in different companies back then, yes, things can get really overwhelmed. But
Mm-hmm.
now that I'm doing freelancing, at least like I can control what I want to do and what kind of work can I receive. So
Mm.
it's not too bad in some sense, but
Mm.
I'm still able to manage it properly.
Hmm.
But how I would personally to prevent procrastination is that I would kind of like segment them into different parts.
Hmm.
So for example, like when it comes to editing wise, like I'll import, then I'll take a break. Yes, it sounds very weird. And then when I do an initial cut
Shouldn't you
down,
be importing while taking a break?
don't expose.
Oh.
No, no, no.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
think
I'm slightly a bit distracted because there is a client looking for me, and I need to kind of do up that bit in the like now. So let me just pause the podcast and then a bit for now. Just give me 5 minutes while I'm doing this bit. Shit, it's lagging. No, 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 no. My my Windows Explorer is making my thing lagging. Okay, all good. All is good now. Okay, let's continue on with the podcast.
at least like it's a step by step thing.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think for myself, like I mentioned, I work for 15 minutes. I'm
Work
like
for
just
15
resting for
minutes and
working
rest
out.
for 15 hours. Wow.
But to be fair, when you are editing this kind of stuff, especially for professional work,
Mm-hmm.
the file size can be rather big.
Yes, that's true.
When you're syncing stuff, when you are doing proxy, which is basically down resing your footages so you can actually work on the software itself, this kind of things can actually take some time. So
Mm-hmm.
while that thing is happening, I'm actually doing some other stuff or I'm just resting in general. Then
Mm-hmm.
when all is actually done, I can get down to the business of editing.
Yeah.
And editing is something that I cannot do in one shot. So for example, like I will edit like 1 minute worth of stuff,
Mm.
then I'll take a break. For example, the video is supposed to be 3 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
then I'll do second minute, then I'll do 3 minutes, and then I will do whatever that is accordingly from there. So it's like it's very hard for me to complete an editing in one sitting.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like playing a jigsaw puzzle. You cannot exactly like or focus on one task itself because
Mm.
at the end of the day, you're always finding things to do things. For example, like
Finding things to do things.
okay,
Okay.
let me explain.
Yeah.
So when you are doing jigsaw puzzles, right,
Mm-hmm.
you always have a task in your mind.
Yeah, like I have to complete this bit of the
Yes.
puzzle. Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, you always find another piece that actually fits to your secondary
Oh
goal.
yeah, distracted.
Yeah. So you
Yes.
often get distracted.
Yes.
And that might not be a bad thing because
Yeah.
like there's always so many things to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I usually like have a primary goal and a secondary goal. So it's like if I can't
Mm.
finish the primary goal, instead of procrastinating, I work on secondary goals. I could be
Mm.
working on something else. Like for example, like
Mm.
I could be like while I'm importing things, I'd probably be working on the design.
Yeah.
So something like that. So at least to keep my productivity on.
Yeah.
So I know that things that requires time to do while I can be inactive,
Mm.
I can do something else first.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
that is something that I would try my best to like kind of prevent from procrastinating. Lah.
Mm.
Maybe I will just share a little bit of what I found in terms of preventing procrastination
Okay.
and see whether it kind of a bit of what I found like kind of prevent from procrastinating. Lah.
Mm.
Maybe I will just share.
Okay, so from here we can kind of go to the next topic already. I was slightly distracted by the problem about doing freelancing is that you are expected to be online every single time, which is sad, but what to do? That's the life of becoming a freelancer.
While I can be inactive,
Mm.
I can do something else first.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
that is something that I would try my best to like kind of prevent from procrastinating. Lah.
Mm.
Maybe I will just share a little bit of what I found in terms of preventing procrastination
Okay.
and see whether it kind of applies to the both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of them was actually keep the to-do list. And you
Mm.
like kind of against it, so let's just move on from there.
Yeah. I just to-do list, like I said, to-do list some for work wise it works for me, but like to like finishing tasks in my life, in my own personal life, it doesn't really work for some reason. I don't know. It's just like maybe it's just not having that set goal of like, oh, I really have to like do this kind of thing. Especially like
That's
with
interesting.
buying my air ticket for
Oh,
my
wow.
end of the year travel.
I
I've
think
been
you
putting
do.
it off for like months.
Oh no. And then when
Yeah.
you see at the end of the year, the price tickets are just like
Okay, so I think we can go to After Effects now. Ways to prevent procrastination. I think that's a very good title. Wait, sorry. How can we prevent procrastination? Yeah, it's a very general topic by itself. I think it's pretty clear cut to put that itself as the topic. It's pretty easy. Just slightly up the door. Yeah, it looks alright to me. Slightly hungry as well, not gonna lie. I haven't eaten my breakfast yet, so I just woke up, decided to work on this. Okay, this one.
Booms.
Increasing like stock market.
Yes.
That's when you start panicking.
Boom, 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 boom.
No, he's more of the panic type. I'm not. I'm just like,
Yes.
okay, I'll just buy the more expensive one that I don't mind. Meh. Okay, moving on from there.
Moving on from there.
Yeah.
There are like other ways, which is like you can set yourself time bound goals. So,
Hmm.
for example, you know that this thing can be done in 5 minutes. Let's just say,
Right.
set aside 5 minutes to do it.
Hmm.
For example, let's just say, I always procrastinate taking out the trash. Okay, let's
You
just
always procrastinate. Oh no, you're just taking it as a okay. Yes.
actually. Fun fact is that I kind of procrastinate washing dishes a bit.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
I tell you how I wash my dishes. Okay, let's just say like I cooking up a feast for like myself or like for my family or for friends or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be a lot of like things to wash.
Yes.
For me, right? I will wash like one plate. I'll do my own things. Come back, wash another plate.
What? Wait, why can't you just finish washing it in one go? Why I want to finish one and then just leave the rest there and then just move on to other stuff? Then come back for the dishwashing.
Yes, you're talking to the master of procrastination.
Hell, he's worse. Okay, I can tell you straight away, he's worse. Oh man, this is the first
So-
time I'm hearing this. Okay,
So,
continue.
yeah,
Sorry.
setting a time bound goal, making sure that you can complete that on time. If you know that taking the trash takes 2 minutes, do it. Take it 2 minutes.
Wash one plate for 30 seconds. Okay, I'll do wash one plate for 30 seconds. That's it. Bye.
Actually, that's coming to what I wanted to say, which
Oh,
is
help.
a 2 minute trick that I kind of learned. Is that if you know that something takes 2 minutes, just do it. Then take a 2 minutes break or something. Yeah.
So like writing down something. Well, writing down something doesn't take 2 minutes actually.
Yes, but for some people, it could be potentially. No judgment here. Because like for example, like you think when I'm doing dishwashing, it's already a chore itself. But to me, it's like it's very painful to do it.
Why?
I don't know why. I just think like when I see that stack of dishes that is not clean, I'm like, I'm so not motivated to do it.
Really? I would have the impulse to like clean it up.
Yes, I would still want a clean sink, but
A
because
prolonged.
it's so much, it's a mountain of things to clean.
I just want to like do this slowly instead of just
Do it
breaking my
slowly.
back. Oh.
At the end of the day, I must make sure that I must finish cleaning.
And the sink is
Because
clean.
if my mom sees that, she will complain and nag for me the entire
She
day.
will roast you.
Yeah, she will roast me. Hello, go and wash your dishes. But speaking about time pound goals, do you think having applications work for you?
You mean like timers or like a timekeeper?
Not just
Application?
timekeepers, but procrastination apps. Like for example, like don't quote me on this. I will put an editor's note there. There are some applications where when you open the app, it's forcing you to just open that app itself.
Ah, yes.
I remember seeing such apps in applications in Twitch before. So Pondomo, Podomo, Podoromo timers or something like that. Yeah, there are like a lot of this kind of stuff. Hmm. Okay, so let's just do a simple, yeah, a simple one where we just showcase that there are apps that exist. as a form of game. Yeah, it's pretty cool. In my opinion, it's pretty cool. Okay, export this. Okay, all good. Let's hit back to Premiere Pro.
um, when you open the app, it's forcing you to just open that app itself.
Ah, yes. I actually tried that when I was studying.
Let's just extend this a little bit.
You to just open that app itself.
Ah,
The app, it's forcing you to just open that app itself.
ah, yes. I actually tried that when I was studying in my uni life. So I downloaded this. I really don't remember what app is that. So it's like you have that app on and you can only stay on that app for that period of time, whatever the time limit it is that you set. So if like that one is a plant a tree
Ah,
timer.
yes.
Yeah, so like if you leave the app, the plant would die and then your timer will basically reset. I think that's the gist of it. But I've tried it. It is effective, but then because that's on my phone and I'm using the computer. So, do you think it's
Boo.
really effective? It's up for you to judge.
Or you can
It's
have it
up for
on
you
both
to judge
devices.
like how much am I procrastinating?
But you can have it on both devices to have double the rewards.
Well, I don't know if a rewards is my kind of like motivation to get things done.
You see, some people need the rewards.
That's true.
For
Incentives.
for me, I do need I do need
Mm.
the incentives or the
Mm-hmm.
rewards here
What
and
kind
there.
of rewards are you talking about though?
Oh, maybe just eating something, or maybe
Right?
like watching a video.
Mm.
Yeah, or
Okay.
like just using my phone for like 5 minutes, end
Mm.
up watching my YouTube for 5 hours.
Oops. Yes, that does happen. So it's kind of like self control in itself as well.
That's
Yeah.
true. But
Mm.
if you think about it, all these like time management apps or like most procrastination procrastination apps are basically just fun view in some sense.
That's true.
Yeah, it gives you incentive when you are not procrastinating. I mean, provided if you are seriously not procrastinating,
Mm-hmm.
but it gives you some sort of incentives, and like you basically can use the virtual currency to do whatever you want to do in the app itself. If
Yeah.
that's enticing for you,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Other than that, I think that is the more of like the usual ways that people would tell you how to prevent procrastination.
Mm-hmm.
Before we end off, I just want to go a quick shout out to Twitch.
Okay, so this is the next one.
If
Yeah.
that's enticing for you,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Other than that, I think that is the more of like the usual ways that people would tell you how to prevent procrastination.
Mm-hmm.
Before we end off, I just
Mm-hmm.
before we prevent procrastination, usual ways that
Okay, so we'll just leave this part.
Usual ways that people would tell you how to prevent procrastination. Before
Mm-hmm.
we end off, I just want to go a quick shout out to Twitch.
Twitch.
Okay, so we'll use this as a form of saying uh, co-working, co-working streams. Yeah, that'll be nice. Let's hit back to After Effects. Co-working streams. Um, that's Hi Potato, thanks for joining in. We are almost done with the edit. If we have some time, we can probably just play a little bit of games, but I don't think we have time because I'm just finishing up with this actually. Okay. Oh wait. How are you doing? How's your sleep? Okay, wait. I need more sleep, please. If you do need, get a snooze. Are you the kind of person that gets easily awakened by alarms and stuff? Not really. Oh man. So you're the kind of person that needs a lot of snoozes. And I can relate to that if you do. For example, if I have to wake up at 6:30, I will snooze my alarm from 5:30 and I snooze for 1 hour for every 5 minutes. I set 10 alarms every morning. Yes, that's me. Other the snooze. And I will have it on my watch as well. So I have my watch alarm and my phone alarm. And I'm surprised that my mom doesn't complain about it. I think she just got really used to the amount of alarms I have. My mom is able to wake up easily from alarms, but I am the kind of person that can't be easily awakened by alarms. I mean, even I can, but I will just go back to sleep because I'm so tired. And ironically, because I set all this like snooze alarms and all that kind of stuff, I end up becoming more and more tired. Then I'll have my afternoon naps, and I become more and more tired from that. So it's a never-ending cycle of of sleep, I would say. I should have a podcast about sleep. That would be an interesting topic to talk about. And you can invite people to share their experience about sleep itself. That would be interesting. Left with title sheets, co-working streams. So one of the ways that I have suggested in the podcast is that if you want to beat procrastination, you can try considering joining into a co-working stream. It does help for me from time to time. Not gonna lie, helps me to be a bit more productive than usual. Yeah, not too sure like what's your thoughts about co-working streams. Sounds fine. But it depends on what kind of working stream the person has, because not all working streams are created equally. And some of the working streams are distracting in terms of the music they play or what they're doing inside. Yeah, and they can be rather talkative. For example, like I'm rather talkative as well, so when I'm working, I'm also talking as well. So it may not be the most productive co-working stream, but I think people come in, do stuff, and as well. I mean, I'm okay with it.
You might be
Ooh,
surprised.
I would
So
be very surprised.
let me just explain about why am I mentioning Twitch.
Mm.
Yes, I have been in Twitch recently.
You have
So
been active on Twitch.
yes, I've been active. That's why I'm progressing my work.
Well, you are being productive in different ways.
Yes, different ways. Actually,
Ding.
well, talking about Twitch itself is that there are co-working streams.
Mm.
So it's like I'm sure there is also for YouTube, but for Twitch, the good thing is that it's much more interactive.
We're gonna head off for a meeting. Thank you so much for coming in to say hi. Much appreciated. And good luck for your meeting and good luck for your work. All the best and have a nice day ahead. Bye.
Mm.
So it's like you can interact with the person that is streaming.
Right.
You can, force the person
All
to
the best.
do whatever things that
What do you mean forced? Oh, okay. So like
the rewards,
requesting the person to finish the
Requesting,
task
yeah.
list and giving them a reward.
To be
or
honest,
something.
like I'm still new to Twitch, so I can't talk about it too much.
Yeah.
But what I've noticed that there is co-working stream.
For some context, um this episode was recorded back in mid-October. So I'm a little familiar with Twitch culture. So it's not so bad anymore.
And in the co-working streams, it's like going to Starbucks. With
Right.
seeing people around you that is co-working as well with you along.
Well,
So-
doing their own stuff, but actually like working in the same environment.
Yeah, it's like working in the same environment.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes like they will play their own music, which is usually relatively calm music,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like you're really working with somebody.
Hmm.
And ironically, those kind of working streams are making me very productive.
Okay.
So
It's like
I was-
people's motivation motivating you.
that's true.
Mm.
Because at least like you have somebody there is working and the person may ask you, because the thing about Twitch or at least like in YouTube, those co-working streams, is that if you are building a rapport with the streamer itself, they may ask you questions like, hey Kok, how are you doing? Are you still working?
Well, what else can they ask? Are you still here?
No, I mean besides the point of that, the point is that at least like they are at least curious about you. That's what I like about co-working streams. They get to know you, but while you're working. So that's why I quite like the community of Twitch at least. Nothing wrong with YouTube, but that's what I've noticed from Twitch itself. Yes, there are people playing games, there are people playing music, or just talking generally, but there is a small subset of people that are streaming, they're co-streaming. So it's quite interesting. That is another solution if you're looking into it.
So it's really just like, you know, you are being held accountable by someone else online into like finishing your work. I mean, I guess it works for some people.
True that, at the end of the day, nobody can help you if you can't help yourself.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
We,
can
we
just
are
rely
beyond
on
that point now.
yeah, you can't just rely on people to like, you know, always be monitoring you for doing your work. It's not you know, we are adults, and yeah, when you're young, maybe your mom would be like, you know, looking at you.
Being Asian.
Yes, being Asian, being born in an Asian country, moms usually would be like monitoring you, make sure you finish your work. But then as you grow up, no Asian mom would be like sticking to you, I guess.
I mean, you can as a special request.
Yes, you can have that special request, but I think mom grows old as well, so they can't
They'll
do
be like,
that
"Meh."
like forever. And you do grow up, you do get independent. So yeah, like you said, you have to help yourself before other people could help you, and you rely on other people.
To be honest, like some of the ways of preventing procrastination, it may not necessarily work for you. So do find your own style.
Yes, and do share with us if you have any other kind of anti-procrastination tips. We would love to hear from you.
Or you can share your procrastination stories and we will be like secretly judging you.
No, we're not secretly judging. We'll feel for you.
When it comes to summarizing everything, because I think we're kind of going off topic already.
I guess it works for some people.
True that at the end of the day, nobody can help you if you. That's why I quite like the community of Twitch at least. Nothing wrong with YouTube, but that's what I've noticed from Twitch itself. Yes, there are people playing games, there are people playing music, or just talking generally, but there is a small subset of people that are streaming, they're co-streaming. So it's quite interesting. That is another solution if you're looking into it.
So it's really just like, you are being held accountable by someone else online into like finishing your work. I mean, I guess it works for some people.
True that at the end of the day, nobody can at the
I think when I say at the end of the day, that's where the final thoughts can come in. Because it's pretty much wrapping up the entire podcast.
true that
I mean,
we are
just rely
beyond
on
that point now.
yeah, you can't just rely on people to like, always be monitoring you for doing your work. It's not, we are adults, and yeah, when you're young, maybe your mom would be like, looking at you.
Being Asian.
Yes, being Asian. Being born in an Asian country, moms usually would be like monitoring you, make sure you finish your work. But then as you grow up, no Asian mom would be like sticking to you, I guess.
I mean, you can as a special request.
Yes, you can have that special request, but I think mom grows old as well, so they can't
They'll
do
be like,
that
"Meh."
like forever. And you do grow up, you do get independent. So yeah, like you said, you have to help yourself before other people could help you, and you rely on other people.
To be honest, like some of the ways of preventing procrastination, it may not necessarily work for you. So do find your own style.
Yes, and do share with us if you have any other kind of anti-procrastination tips. We would love to hear from you.
Or you can share your procrastination stories and we will be like secretly judging you.
No, we're not secretly judging. We'll feel for you. I will feel for you. I understand what you're going through.
And to be fair, like we are both master procrastinators. I think Debbie would think otherwise for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think to be honest, at the end of the day, we are still trying our best. And
Everyone's
procrastination,
trying their best.
everybody's trying their best. I think procrastination is something that cannot be got rid. Can't get rid of procrastination overnight.
Yeah,
So
it's
it takes
a prolong.
practice, and it takes like a momentum itself.
Yes, it's I would say, to summarize anti-procrastinating, it's one is you need motivation, self-motivation. Two is you need self-discipline. So these are the two keys basically to like, to help you from getting things done and not procrastinating, not lazing out, I would say. So it's a learning process. Everyone is learning from it, and especially like, we take mental health very seriously nowadays. So it's like you don't want to stress yourself, but you still want to get your things done.
That's important. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really a balance between like, not stressing yourself and stressing yourself a bit just to get things done.
Correct. At the end of the day, the too long didn't read version for this podcast is that if you can't find a way, find a person. If you can't find a person, find a way.
Good. I like this TLDR.
Again, like we have mentioned a lot of times, find a way that helps you to beat procrastination. Otherwise, get somebody to be accountable for. I think that really helps a lot in general.
Yeah, seek help.
Seek help, just like mental health and all of that. Procrastination can be a serious issue if it's not treated properly. Because, for example, coming from myself, I brought my procrastination ways from my secondary school days until today.
Well, aren't we all?
Yes, I tried my best up to this day.
Yeah.
All right, but thank you so much for listening into this podcast. I think it is a great episode, to be honest.
Yeah. I think there's still so much to unpack about this.
Yes, so if you don't want us to procrastinate, tell us what other topics that we can kind of come up with, or at least if
Mm-hmm.
you want us to like expand on this topic, we
Well, aren't we all?
yes, I tried my best up to this day.
Yeah.
All right, but thank you so much.
Okay, so this will be the closing. I doubt we need the After Effects anymore already because we are already kind of going to the final part of this really. Closing and shoutouts. Okay, so let's just add a frame hole here.
For listening into this podcast. I think it is a great episode, to be honest.
Yeah. I think there's still so much to unpack about this.
Yes, so if you don't want us to procrastinate, tell us what other topics that we can kind of come up with, or at least if
Mhm.
you want us to like expand on this topic, we love to. We can have
Yeah.
more people's insights on this topic
Yeah,
itself.
even a professional.
Oh,
maybe.
that'll be interesting. If there's
Yeah.
any mental health experts, please sponsor. No, not sponsor.
No, please contact us.
Please contact us. We
Please
love to
contact
like
us.
kind of hear from your
Your perspective of
perspective. Yeah.
Mm,
Other than
yeah.
that, thank you so much. We are in Sabah right now, which is
Yes.
where Debbie is from.
Yes.
So I'm enjoying myself, but I'm leaving tomorrow.
Sadly.
Cry.
Don't cry. You've been here for a good amount of time.
Yeah, I didn't want this episode to be about traveling, but I just wanted something that it's more like something that's more lighthearted. So
Mm,
probably we might talk about Sabah in the future.
maybe not.
Maybe not. We shall see. We
We
shall
shall
see.
see.
Because
Mhm.
for the past 3 episodes, Samuel, and we have the Nicholas and Susan's episode, and we have the introduction of Debbie. It's all about traveling already.
Yeah, we should
So
talk about life.
let's talk about life.
Yeah.
So if any suggestions, feel free to just leave in the comment section below,
Mhm.
or you can just DM us in Instagram. We would love to hear from you.
Plugs, but do I have that on my end? We do have. Oh, right, we have it already.
Hear from you. So do check out us on Instagram, Spotify, and YouTube. On Instagram, Spotify, and YouTube. And thank you so much for supporting us. Yeah. In that case, we will kind of end off the episode, and we will see you guys in the next episode, I guess.
Yes. Well,
Do follow us as well.
depends on how long you're gonna procrastinate for.
Okay, I promise that I will release this episode by the end of this year.
By
Okay.
the end of this year, that's still a long time.
Hello, it's already end of October.
End of next month.
Okay, fine.
Spoiler alert, we are still editing this. But we're at the end of the year.
So
well, we'll
it's
see. We'll see.
it's October 24th.
Mm.
Okay,
Let's put
let's get it done. What the hell is
Okay.
It won't be 5 months, I promise. I think I'm much more
Yeah.
like available lah, because I'm now
Mm.
doing freelancing, so should
Yeah.
be okay already.
Yeah. Well, all the best.
Yes, I'm editing this alone.
Yes, all the best.
No more procrastination.
Mm,
I try my
okay.
best.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for coming
Do
in.
check us out on our social media, I guess. Do I need to add my Instagram handle?
I mean, it's on screen right now. Would you want to say it
It's a bit complicated.
right now? Would you want to say it?
It's a bit complicated, but still, it's at DEBBIII. But still, it's
Let's do a frame hold.
Say it.
Just hold it in for a bit longer than usual.
it's a bit complicated, but still, it's at DEBBIII 711. It's a private account, so do give me a DM request if you would like to follow me, I guess. Oh,
I'm-
yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, you can follow me as well.
Yes.
At IMKH underscore KH actually. And also Limkopi Podcast, and I'll be happy to follow back. Yeah, do let me know who you are. At least like I know who you are.
Yeah. Please do.
Yeah, I mean I'm happy to like have anybody following and also checking out the podcast as well. So we'll be happy to have anybody, honestly. Other than that, let's end on this episode. It's gonna be draggy. Yeah, and we will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Wait. I kind of got a little distracted because we are. I'm actually currently finding the lower thirds for all of this. Feeling super hungry right now. I probably just go for lunch. I'm going for a quick breakfast before I head to the vaccination center. Yeah. Instagram.
Follow me, I guess. Oh,
I'm-
yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean you can follow me as well.
Yes.
At IMKH underscore KH actually. And also Limkopi Podcast, and I'll be happy to follow back. Yeah, do let me know who you are. At least like I know underscore KH actually. And also Limkopi Podcast, and I'll be happy to follow back. Yeah, do let me know who you are. At least like I know who you are.
Yeah. Please do.
Yeah, I mean I'm happy to like have anybody following and also checking out the podcast as well. So we'll be happy to have anybody, honestly. Other than that, let's end on this episode. It's gonna be draggy. Yeah, and we will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Bye. We're finally done. We are finally done. It's a wrap for this editing. There are so many things that we could have done properly in terms of graphics wise or something like that. Yeah, but we will keep it as it is because I think I'm pretty happy with what it is. Let me just watch the intro again.
When you procrastinate, that's time wasted. So, no point crying over spilled milk. But there are ways to boost your motivation to do things. We hope that when you listen to this episode, it will help you to be more productive and learn from the masters of procrastinating. That is, the both of us.
I think this is a very good. I quite like this. I'm not gonna lie.
Hello.
I quite like the intro. Okay, I'm gonna stop replaying that. But essentially, let's export this out because we are basically done with this already. I need to export this out in media encoder, so I'll probably be going for a quick toilet break once we return back. Um, yeah, we're basically done with this. Yeah, we're almost done. We're almost done. So let's just um export this. Okay, let me just switch this to media encoder so you guys can take a look what I'm doing as it. I don't think we need to do single. Okay, let's do simple, single pass. We need to do double. No point also. Episode 21. We will be shooting episode 22 very soon. So I think for the next few weeks we'll be probably be editing episode 22. So yeah, excited. And then let me also do one more. Okay, this is for the non-YouTube version. Spotify version. And nice. Let's export this now. We are basically looking at this now. This will take some time. Hopefully, it won't take too long to export this. Okay, I will go for a quick toilet break, and let's hope that this export can be done within the next 30 minutes. Yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. fast. Surprisingly. Maybe later we can actually do a simple read to somebody. Yeah, because I got to go um, to do my vaccination. I want to get some breakfast first before I go there because I'm feeling really hungry, not gonna lie. Let's see. Who can we rate? Who shall we rate? Not too sure. Oh right, my road to affiliate it's a wrong number. And we have 49 into this already. Very surprised by the number so far. Let me just update that. So I think yesterday I was watching a couple of streams here and there that followed me. So I'm happy. Very happy. Um, okay, done. So we're left with one more person. And basically we're done with this entire road to affiliate goal. Not too sure what to do, to be very honest, when we reach the goal. Okay, let's see. Who can we rate today? I'm just like looking through the Twitch browsing. Ideally somebody that is lesser, so it's easier, and it's more intimate. Want to rate somebody that is big, to be very honest. Let's take a couple of people finding me already. Help. There's not much selection for Singaporean streamers. But there is somebody that's doing delivery stream. Would I be interested to rate this person? Not too sure if that is the best idea. Oh, this person has 31 followers. That would be cool. That would be cool to rate this person. Okay, you know what? Let's rate somebody that is lower in follower count. Hi Raihati, thanks for coming in. I'm actually exporting my video now. You come in at the right timing actually. Yes, I'm ending for the day because my editing came out pretty fast. Actually, yeah. So as you can see on the screen right now, it's exporting and it's halfway through. Hopefully, it doesn't crash on stream. Because it shouldn't be crashing. It's a pretty short video. Oh, it's not an intense video actually. So yeah, thanks for coming in by the way, right Hearty. Yeah, enjoyed your stream yesterday. You're fishing. Yeah. I'm actually gonna go for my vaccination later on. So today, like, I'll be very busy. Um, Today I'm supposed to do my editing stream. Then I'll go for my vaccination. Yes, booster shot. After that, I have to do my client work. So I'll be editing for about 5 more hours later on. Then I'll be heading to church to do some stuff. So I'm not too sure if I'll be going to church later on because it depends on how fast I finish my client work. If my client work is not, if I'm not able to finish my client work on time, then probably yeah, I'll probably just be staying at home to finish up my client work. But yes, oh my god, it's a full day ahead of me. Yes, it's a full day ahead of me. Yeah, so it's gonna be a very busy few days coming in for me. Oh, by the way, right, Hearty, I have a few things that I want to talk about. Don't mind me as this is exporting. First of all, as you can see from the screen, I'm taking a little break from 13th to 21st of December. Will not be available even just watching people stream here and there. So if I appear on stream means I probably have some downtime during this period when my girlfriend's around. So yeah, I will not be streaming. Most likely I'll be away from a lot of things here and there, even for my client work and just doing work in general. So I'll be taking a break from 13th to 21st December just to take some time off from everything to spend time. Yes, correct. She's in Singapore in this period of time. So I will be checking out um I'll be just be hanging out with her, going out of Singapore, probably I have some plans in mind. Probably Jurong East area for Science Center, probably the Hougang area for the Coney Island area. Thinking of bringing her to the city area for Christmas lights, so that kind of stuff. So I'm thinking like, what kind of places can I bring her without breaking the bank too much? Because at the end of the day, she's still a Malaysian. I want to be respectful about the currency exchange rate, so making sure that she doesn't break the bank coming here to Singapore. So knowing that it's the December season, it's expensive for her to come to Singapore already. So just being a bit mindful about that. Other than that, what else? I am hitting 14. I'm hitting 50 followers already. Just one last one uh to qualify for affiliate. So that's all for that for this channel. Other than that, I do have a Discord server that I created, so no obligations on your end to join in. um Feel free to join us. This is where we have our little community that I have so far in the Discord server. So if I do play multiplayer games and anybody wants to join in, this is the best place for them to join in. Other than that, this is where I talk to people, connect with people, and share little announcements here and there as well. Oh, that's really thoughtful of you. Yeah, I try my best to be a bit more thoughtful. Um, I think because she is not earning much in terms of Malaysian currency already. I mean, she has some savings in there, so I don't want to like, touch her savings too much. So when she comes over to Singapore, I will be buying stuff for at least a bit here and there. But at the same time, like I want to be mindful that the fact that Singapore can be a bit expensive, but as long as I bring her to affordable places that like I think me and you kind of go, like maybe like coffee shops, hawker centers, shopping malls, without going to like a lot of attractions and stuff shouldn't be a big problem. So for example, like I intend to bring her to Science Center, I intend to bring her to the National Gallery, and probably just these kind of places. I won't bring her to like Marina Bay Sands. I won't bring her to Clarke Quay area because they are unfortunately tourist traps. So I won't be bringing her to such locations lah. So it's a bit too much if I bring her to such places. Yeah. Why is my okay? It's finishing soon. Okay. Other than that, this is the stuff that I wanted to say for the streams announcements. So yeah, it's gonna be a productive week. Other than that, I'm just finding a person to kind of rate Rai Hearty and also Potato Raw. If you do have any recommendations on who can I uh, rate, let me know. Otherwise, I have somebody in mind already that we are intending to rate. But he is a delivery driver, delivery person. So I'm not too sure if it's an appropriate rate to do. Let me see if this person is able to rate or not first. Yeah, before I actually rate this person. Sounds really interesting. Yeah, so apparently I think this person is a delivery streamer. I think he's a Deliveroo rider. Currently right now he's riding a bicycle. I don't know what the bicycle is like. Oh, the bicycle, it's those rental bicycles. It's really hilarious. Okay, I think let's do a simple rate too. Yeah, point of view, correct. I like to support this kind of stuff, so I think it would be nice to kind of yeah, show some love to this person. And this person has 32 followers, so it's pretty much the same follower count on my end. And this person has only two viewers right now, so let's just yeah, show some follows us. Show some love to this person, alright? Let's see if I can rate the person in the first place. Yes, I can actually rate the person. Let's start the rate. And thank you so much for coming in. The export is almost done already, by the way. Thank you so much for coming in, and I'll probably see you guys on this Thursday, where we'll be doing Hue. We'll be checking out all the rest of the Easter eggs that we can find, and we'll be calling off the game already from there. Thank you so much for coming in, Rai Hearty and Potato Raw, and let's rate the person. Let's rate in 10, 9, 8, 7. I'm not gonna count down, but thank you so much, and I'll see you guys for a couple more times for this week before we end off for our holiday. All right, see you guys and bye.